What's up, everybody? We are back with the Magic and Andrew MMA betting show. We've got episode 98, UFC Mexico, Ortega versus Rodriguez. But before that, we're going to start from the bottom of the card. As always, Tapology order, work our way up through the top. Can you comment if we're live right now? Because it's showing. Oh, no, there we go.
Yeah, we are live. Yeah.
Now. We're good. Magic, good to see you back on your home turf. What are your thoughts on Muhammad Naimov versus Eric Silva?
I got my blue sweatshirt. Everything's back to normal. Yeah, but like when this got announced, I wasn't rushing to play Silva. But I mean, is Muhammad Naimov the greatest to ever do it? Because he's getting lined like Silva was fighting John Jones. I mean, this guy was a huge dog to Nathaniel Booth, who shouldn't be like he should be a division down. He shouldn't have moved up. He grappled 2 rounds out of this hobbit from the United Kingdom. And now he's minus 600 in the UFC. What am I missing here? If somebody knows that Eric Silva is injured, please. I'm a cool guy. Tell me. Because if he's not, this line makes no sense. Like, this is out of it territory.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, but I also just feel like Eric Silva's not that good. Like, I played TJ Brown against him.
I mean, I'm not saying he's good.
No, I trust me. I hear you.
He was a pick'em against TJ Brown, who is a better wrestler than Naimov. And he took him down.
I remember it well. I just feel like Naimov. I was gonna make a joke, but I started laughing about Naimov's ceiling versus Eric Silva's ceiling. Silva was kind of a weird one to me from the beginning. Like he's almost 37 and he has had one UFC fight. Like he came off the Contender Series. Like I think he had like 10 pro fights or something, 9 pro fights or something like that. And it was just a whole weird situation. Like he hasn't fought in over a year. I'm picking Naimov, but yeah, I think playing up to this price is crazy. It's dogger pass for sure.
Silva had the funniest contenders fight of all time.
Yeah, I remember.
He massacred the guy in 40 seconds, and then Dana White was like, the other guy was much smaller, doesn't count. Then why do you give him that guy? Do you remember that?
Yep. Next up, we've got Victor Altamirano versus Felipe dos Santos. I went back and forth in this one in my head a couple times. At this price, I kind of lean Altamirano, but I'm thinking pass. Dos Santos, it seems like a spots mate. You know, he came up against Manel Kape, who is regarded as a pretty good fighter in the division. Gave him a tough fight. Like, gave him an honest fight. But he's probably being a little overvalued in this spot. That being said, I do think he's better. I think he has more power. Altamirano, you know, he's good cardio. He'll hang in there. I don't think he's particularly good. Dos Santos also seems to have that like magical Brazilian power where he could get hit and, you know, even if it hurts him, he just snaps back.
It's the shoot the box doctor, bro.
Yeah. So it's tough to fade that as well. But yeah, I'll pick Dos Santos. But again, I'm not really interested in this one. Also, I have allergies, so if you hear me sniffling.
If that fight has 2 extra rounds, this guy probably breaks Manel Kape. It was kind of crazy.
It's a pretty good fight.
Bro, they had like a couple exchanges. One of them was like the best exchange of the year. I like this kid. He's good. He's talented. I think he's better than Altamirano everywhere. Altamirano fucking sucks. I like Felipe Silva. I mean, I'm not going to play him minus 310, but I think he's going to win convincingly. I like under. I like finish. Altamirano sucks. Yeah, Silva is hittable, but is he really going to take out Silva? I mean, Kape hit this guy with everything. And he's probably the biggest puncher in the division. And this guy was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's all you got. He just keeps going, bro. The box doctor he's the greatest influence in modern MMA, maybe. He's entirely behind Charles Oliveira championship run and everything. Like we need to put a face on this man. He's a legendary character in MMA.
I just don't really have any. Maybe a tiny bit. For whatever reason, I don't. Next up, Luis Rodriguez taking on Dennis Bondar. I'm picking Bondar here, but I am a little bit concerned that he got like almost murdered in his last fight. But
technical decision.
Technical decision. Technical murder, it should have been called. that was like the worst reffing job I've ever seen. But I'm not too impressed with Rodriguez. Like he hasn't really fought anyone. He kind of just flat-footed plods forward. He's an okay striker. Doesn't mind getting hit. I feel like Bondar might have some grappling success here. It's really just a question mark of like their ability at this point. He's had 2 UFC fights. One of them, like he got injury submitted, whatever you want to call it, like pretty much right away. And his second one, he got like his life almost taken. But yeah, I do think he's more skilled here. What do you think?
I think Bondar is the better fighter. This other guy looks rough. He's hittable. He can be grappled. I mean, I think Bondar is better everywhere.
Yeah, I do too.
And the fight is basically a pick 'em and has finished all his wins. I mean, the math is not complicated here. If he dies, he dies. But it's a fight. But I think Bondar has to be the side.
Next up, we've got a banger. The return of Claudio Puelles taking on Fair Ziam. I think we know what to do here, right?
Yeah, Puelles had a very funny fight with Dan Hooker. I had Hooker by finish, and I'm like, this guy's going to sit down enough to survive. I was starting to get fucking worried about not catching Hooker inside the distance. But I think Ziam is kind of a fraud when it comes to grappling. Like, if Puelles gets him on the position he got Hooker was like, yeah, fine. Just fucking overextend my knee. No problem. But I think if he gets him in that position, the fight is over. He's tricky. He has gone from massively overrated to probably underrated here. He kind of sucks, but he's a very good one-trick pony at his one trick. And Thiam is not the best grappler. If he stays on the feet, Thiam is going to win. He's better in the clinch too. I mean, this is one of the most binary fights of all time. I think Puelles is going to roll into something early, probably. If he doesn't, it's a repeat of the Hooker fight.
Yeah, I was on Hooker versus Puelles, but I mean, Hooker's better than Ziam, and the line was closer on that fight. So I don't have.
Yeah, but you remember that everybody was acting like Puelles was this contender, and he was the favorite.
I remember it well.
He was the favorite, right?
Hooker was like minus 150, minus 160.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, but everybody was like, it was like an understatement that Puelles was going to get him into these positions, and we'll see what happens and all that. Thiam is not Hooker, and he's also built like a fucking noodle.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think Puelles sub is pretty good. You know, I mean, that's how he wins fights. It's funny, he had that decision win over Jordan Levitt, which actually was like a pretty funny fight. Like he actually had somewhat of a process there, whereas opposed to like
he was a wrestler.
Yeah. In the Hooker fight, he was just kind of rolling for legs. I mean, he couldn't wrestle Hooker regardless. But I remember we both had Guida against Puelles, and Guida did like the only thing he couldn't do.
Yeah, he put himself into the finish. That was not fun.
Yeah. When the hell? Since when is Phil Rowe but my guy?
Wasn't he in your gang as a young gangbanger? Phil Rowe and Andrew patrolling the streets.
He wasn't, believe it or not. I bet Neil Magny against him. Edgar Chairez versus Daniel Lacerda. I feel like we've talked about this fight like 6 times.
Whatever happens, Lacerda needs to get another fight. Because this guy weighed in at 131 pounds. Like, what are we doing here? And everybody's like, yeah, fine. Let's fight. Like, what are we doing here?
Lacerda missed weight too.
Yeah, but it was not a disrespectful, you know what I mean? Not a disrespectful misweight. This guy was like, well, yeah, 5 pounds over.
Lacerda should have just pushed. He should have just pushed to make that extra pound, because then he would have guaranteed himself another fight regardless.
You think so?
Yeah, if you lose to someone who misses weight by 5 pounds,
he's not going to lose. So let's get this out of the way. He's taking this guy down and covering himself in glory. Okay, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
until he decides to quit. So I hope he finishes the fight before that. But who knows? He's been for more time now at Shoot the Box. So now maybe they had the exact Daniel Lacerda formula ready for him, and now he's a cardio machine. I hope this happens. This will be the greatest moment in MMA history. If this guy comes out and suddenly is a pressure fighter, like, I don't know, like John Lineker, and just does his crazy shit, but for 3 full rounds, and people are like, oh, is this the next champion?
That'd be funny. Imagine he just goes on a run where he wins like 6 in a row.
He could do it. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
he has everybody. He has the gay. He has Vergara. He has all of them.
I know. I was gonna say in another world he could be on like a win streak right now.
And he will be minus 500 here, and people will be, oh, this is Charles Oliveira with kicks. You know what I mean?
I mean,
he got
what
them all.
fight is
He got the fake Figueredo too. He got him down. He got everyone.
Oh my god.
We just got the bad run of the algo for Daniel Lacerda, but I still believe in him.
This is the time to buy low. Am I right?
I mean, his grappling upside is gigantic. He took him down like nothing, and he's the better
He's
grappler.
like, let him up.
He just, I don't know. Yeah, that was awkward. He's just like, I don't know, fragile.
He just like took him down and got up. I was like,
yeah, because he wanted to take him down again to prove dominance.
Yeah.
And he almost got choked out.
Yeah.
That was about the stoppage. That was crazy.
I'm glad someone picked up on that.
Yeah, he had the back from. He had Molina like. He almost had him, but Molina is an expert in that position.
Yep.
So he knew how to manage that position and get out.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, at the price, like it has to be Lacerda or pass. I don't know who's laying like minus 500 on Chairez in a UFC fight. It's crazy.
People are telling me, like in the DMs, because it's like kind of a popular fighter now. Daniel Lacerda is one of my guys. And everyone is, oh, Daniel Lacerda round 1 or round 1 submission, 11-1. I mean, what are you doing? It's plus 380, plus 400 almost. Just play his money line and enjoy. Let it unfold. You don't want to be sweaty in round 1. Maybe he gives you 2 rounds of magic or a round and a half.
Yeah.
I really want him to win this fight.
Me too.
Really, really want him.
Next up, Jesus Aguilar versus Mateus Mendonca.
Absolute classic.
Yeah, this is a tough one to call for me. I at first
How
was
is this
leaning.
tough? This is the most obvious fight of all time.
It's obvious either Mendonca wins early or Aguilar takes over after that. I just can't figure out which one.
This is our Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor.
Who?
This is our Julio Cesar Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor. You never seen that fight?
No, I know who.
You're a disgrace. do you know which fight is that?
Who? I don't even hear the second guy you said.
Julio Cesar Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor.
No, I don't know who the second guy is.
Man. The chat is going to burn you for this one. Yeah, Aguilar is going to take a beating like a true Mexican. They take a beating good and then come back in altitude. But maybe, I mean, this is Aguilar versus the chute box doctor because Mendoza doesn't have the gas. This is Aguilar versus the chute box doctor. Yeah. Mendoza early or Aguilar late, but yeah. Guillotine from hell, round 3. Jesus Aguilar celebrates with his people.
I like a little Aguilar round 2, Aguilar round 3, plus 800, plus 1400.
Are you checking your notes on Jesus Aguilar?
Yeah.
What are your notes like? Big head, durable.
Yeah, but Mendonca is huge, but his guy, like I played Nate Maness against him, and like he made that fight so easy.
I'm so retarded for that. I cannot like this fucking guy, Nate Maness. I like him. He's my guy. So I played him against Nurmagomedov and all his fucking cousins, and then I don't play him against Mendoza. And
I tried to tell you that one. I was like, this is the time to get it.
It's true. Mendoza just decided to get pounded from a heel hook, like one of the most Brazilian moves ever. It's a very Brazilian move in MMA.
He isn't exactly known for his fight IQ, but he is much bigger here, and I think he has some serious finishing upside early. But
yeah, of course.
The later this fight goes, the better for Aguilar.
He's a better fighter.
Yeah, no, for sure.
This is a fight.
This is a fight. I like that. He's just not that smart, and his cardio is very suspect. I'm picking Aguilar, but this could go
Remember when Aguilar almost killed a Benedictis guy with the first punch?
That was messed up. I don't even want to think
that was
about
his first knockout ever. I had submission. That was not funny.
Yeah, it was awful.
You need to watch Julio Cesar Chavez versus Meldrick Taylor. It's one of the most famous and iconic boxing fights of all time. I cannot believe you don't know which fight I'm talking about.
No, I have no idea.
Like he falls Taylor with 7 seconds left, and if he gets up, he wins the fight on points. And Richard still calls the fight. It was 100% a mafia call because Chavez was undefeated, like 87-0 or something. But the fight is insane. Like Meldrick Taylor was unbeatable, bro.
Did they have a rematch?
Yeah, but Taylor got broken in the fight. It's one of the most iconic fights in boxing history. You need to watch it. Like
Okay.
he had the fight won, but he took so much punishment and hard shot that he was never the same.
Gosh.
You will cry watching it.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. Raoni Barcelos versus Christian Rodriguez. I like Barcelos here. I feel like the line's cheap because of his last couple of fights. He lost to Umar Nurmagomedov, who's really good, and he lost to Kyler Phillips, who's good, and he won a round against Kyler Phillips. But we saw the last time he took a step down in competition against Trevin Jones. He won pretty easily. Quinones, I mean, I've been low on him. It's no secret. I bet against him in both of his UFC fights. Khalid Taha, just early finish. Kang finished him early. But if you go back to this guy's Contender Series fight, he fought a gentleman named Long Exao who outlanded him at distance. And Long Exao is not necessarily UFC caliber. Yeah, I mean, Barcelos, he's older. It's definitely a concern, but skill-wise, he's way better than this guy. He's all the grappling upside. He's fought the better competition. I just trust him more. I trust his process more. So I'm picking Barcelos here. What about you?
Yeah. Barcelos is much better at everything than this other gentleman, like you said. This other gentleman is not very good at MMA, in my opinion. I don't know what he's doing in the UFC. I've bet against him in every fight. He sucks.
We will be there no matter what, as some people say.
He hit Taha with something hard. I bet Taha against him. I bet everyone against him. This guy sucks. Has been stopped in every fight. He's lost. His grappling is absolutely non-existent. Like, Barcelos drives me crazy because he strikes with everyone when he's like a coral belt. I think he's a third-degree black belt, and every time he goes to the ground, he looks like fucking Gordon Ryan with punches. But he prefers to strike because what could go wrong? I'm only like 45. Let's strike. If he decides to grapple, this is a wash. Like, he probably looks minus 1,000 if he comes out grappling. But I'm over losing Barcelos by submission. I'm over. Never again.
Never. This is the time.
Now you just take inside because he's going to pump him out or something. Motherfucker is disabled. This is the easiest rear naked choke of all time. But he's not going to take it because he knows he can take it. You know, he wants to prove himself as a striker.
I didn't take the over because I feel like Barcelos could finish him on the mat. And I also think if Quinones wins, it's probably a finish.
This guy got offended that I said Mexicans are good at taking beatings.
Where?
This guy.
May
I remind you of when we conquered your country with like 200 men?
I knew it was coming.
Your entire country.
I can't believe we
like 10, I think we got like 10 horses, Andrew. It was tremendous. 10 horses and 200 men.
I can't believe that we made it 18 minutes into the podcast for UFC Mexico without you mentioning the takeover.
This is the people we conquered. There is nobody at welterweight. Everybody's like small. This is exactly the people we beat.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. So next up we've got Manuel Torres versus Chris Duncan. To me, this one seems like two things.
Classic. This is classic after classic.
Like you said with the Aguilar Mendonca fight, like this is a fight. Like this is a fight right here. You got Manuel Torres, who seems to have really heavy hands, but also 3 minutes of cardio, versus Chris Duncan, who actually has somewhat of a process, but seems like he could very well die. I'm hoping Duncan survives 3 minutes, and then I'm going to try to live bet him. But I do think there's a good chance he dies early. If anyone gets the grappling going here, it's Duncan, probably, I would assume. I mean, Torres was fighting Frank Camacho, and like he was breathing heavy after 3 minutes.
Bro, I don't think I have ever seen someone loathe more than this guy.
You know, could get him knocked out.
If it was a video game, it will be 100% power in every shot. Like,
yeah,
he goes like this.
Bro,
the Frank Camacho combination, like he could have hit him with 6 shots in the same amount of time, but he just wanted those 2. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is Manuel Torres early or Duncan late. Or Duncan at any moment, because Duncan is one of these magical fighters. You never know what with the shit he's going to do. I think that there is a good chance he gets wronged, but yeah, what you said, obviously a good live betting opportunity. Like if Duncan goes down hard, but is still alive, I'm live betting him instantly, no matter what.
No matter what. You know what's funny? I had really good luck betting Duncan's Contender Series fights. I bet Borshev against him,
I got
and
both.
and then I bet him against Charlie Campbell. And so Borshev was like getting hurt, and then Borshev knocked him out. And then when he fought Charlie Campbell hurt him, and he just KO'd him out of nowhere.
Yeah, Duncan set him up.
Yeah. Wow, Torres sub would surprise me. I feel like
Torres is not subbing nothing here.
he would have to, maybe knock him down.
I
and
mean,
fall
maybe
on
a dead
top.
man guillotine or something, but he's not interested in subbing anything.
As you like to say, he can't even submit his taxes.
No, he just wants to punch people. He's insane. His nickname is El Loco, which is the crazy one.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks insane. His Contender Series interview was crazy. The guy is not all there. Like, there is nobody at the wheel up there.
Yeah.
I think Duncan wrestles his way here if this goes past 5 minutes.
Oh, we got a little history debate here.
Bro, why are these people so upset? We gave you technology, food, a religion. I mean, all I'm asking for is a little bit of respect. If we didn't go there, they would still be like, "Oh, son, the God's son, we have to kill 40 more kids so we can have rain or something." Bro, chill.
This is my favorite one, I think.
Once again.
That's great. Yeah, Yasmin Yargui versus Sam Hughes. Kind of was initially tempted on Hughes at this big of a dog, but I just think the power difference is too much. I think Yargui is good. She kind of just got caught by a big hitter in her last fight, and Hughes doesn't have that kind of power, so she should probably be fine here. What do you think?
I can't believe this guy is here. No, not this guy. The other one.
Yeah, I did also.
I didn't block him because of that. But yeah, should have played your cards better. Charles Oliveira fan. Which fight is this?
Yargui versus Sam Hughes.
Yeah. Sam Hughes is my girl, you know it. I love her. Have bet on her a lot. This is no bueno for my girl, Sam Hughes. This is going to be a massacre. So yeah, the Mexicans are going to get this one, I think. I'm very high on Jauregui. She just got caught by that Brazilian man fighting at women's flyweight. But yeah, he should be much better at literally everything. Bro, get alive. This is so sad.
Thank you for tuning in to watch every Friday at 9 p.m. Don't miss it.
Yeah, I think Jauregui should be fine. Like, I don't think Hughes is going to grapple her, and she's much faster, much more powerful. I think this is going to get very, very ugly. Yeah. You never know. Sam Hughes has had magical moments before.
Yeah. We're making some progress here. Keep going.
He's going to make a third account and tell me to unblock his two previous accounts.
There you go.
Of course you are. You want to stop being poor, like everybody here.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Raul Rosas Jr. taking on Ricky Tercios. I think Tercios is going to win if he doesn't get submitted in the first round. Yeah. I know that might be a hot take, but he's the better cardio. He creates scrambles. He's fought a few good wrestlers. Like he beat Dan Argueta on Tough. He beat Kevin Natividad, Brady Heistand. Rosas isn't a good technical wrestler. You know, he comes out really fast and he might have success early, but even on like his Contender Series fight against someone who wasn't that good, like he got reversed a couple times. And then his UFC run, you know, he submitted Jay Perrin in the first round. He lost to Christian Rodriguez, and he beat Terrence Mitchell in 1 minute. So I think Tercios is going to win. I really do. I think he has a cardio edge, especially at elevation. I think he's fought better people. He's fought people with similar styles, like I mentioned. Heistand, Natividad, Argueta, all people that tried to grapple him. You can take Tercios down, but he scrambles like crazy. And I've seen people this week like pointing out the Zahabi fight and like how he fought like an idiot, blah, blah, blah. This could not be any less of a match, like a stylistic match. That one.
Honestly,
Like,
I just think he was on hardcore drugs.
yeah, he probably was. But yeah, I think Rosas is going to run forward, shoot takedowns. I think he's going to get them early, but once it hits the mat, once it gets later into the fight, I favor Tercios. Oh, we're making some progress here. You're doing you're almost there. You're coming around. You're almost there.
Okay, this may happen. Keep working on it. I think Turcios and the under is a free ride. Don't you think so?
Pretty
So
much.
if you wanted to make it like a crack cocaine ride, you add Turcios round 3. And that's
Say it
it.
again.
You play the under 2.5 at plus money, Turcios money line, and Turcios round 3.
I played Tercios.
You are going in for the best ride of your life.
Yeah. I played Tercios round 2 plus 1,600 and round 3 at plus 2,600.
Yeah, I mean, Turcios doesn't really get finished. It's the drugs or something. He doesn't
Has
really
he
get
ever been
finished.
finished?
He's like a scrappy.
Oh, Mano Martinez knocked him out.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's it. That's the only time ever.
So that was a crazy knockout too. Have you seen that knockout?
Yeah.
It was like a huge left hook, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Rosas is not very good. I think people expect him to become something good because he's this young, but he's not very athletic. He's not that good at grappling. He's not a good wrestler. He's a good back taker and has dexterity when he's fresh, but he's bad on the feet. Not very athletic, as I said. He gasses horribly, and he's obviously not very smart. So yeah, I like Turcios too. I mean, you have to bet his money line here, I think, just in case Rosas is actually a mega fraud, but probably a good life entry because Rosas is going to go full mongoloid at him. I mean, you know it.
Yeah.
I know that even if his trainer has been telling him for 2 fucking months, pace yourself. We are in Mexico City. This is in altitude, elevation. Pace yourself. This guy is still going to be there. You can be 2 months telling that to Raul Rosas Jr. and he's going to be looking at you like this. Yes, coach. And then go out and try to kill the guy and be gassed in 3 minutes.
Do the voice.
People are going to be roaring and everything. And he's
Do
going
the
to
voice.
I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. He's going to be walking out like that. I'm the greatest to ever do it. Peter Jan Barnett. And go at Turcios and gas in 2 minutes. I mean, it's so obvious.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm
I
with
think you have to take Turcios and the under and free ride it.
I like it. Daniel Zellhuber taking on Francisco Prado. Do you think Zellhuber is a justified favorite here, or do you like an underdog shot on Prado?
I'm not sure, honestly, but I'm not sure how you don't play Prado over plus 200 when he's the better wrestler and basically a fucking monster. Physically, hits hard, good kickboxer. I think this is an obvious spot, and if he dies, honestly. Zellhuber is terrified of grappling. I know he got a choke last fight where he almost died too against Giagos. I played Giagos that fight plus 220. How don't I play Prado plus 220 here? I think this is very wide. Very, very wide. The guy was fucking terrified of grappling with Trey Ogden.
That was a weird fight.
He was terrified of the takedown. Prado is a powerhouse. He can take him down.
Yeah, I just don't know if Prado has the
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, like the technical proficiency to line him up and all that.
No, I was gonna say the cardio to wrestle him.
This is going to be a low volume fight.
Oh, what?
I think this is going to be a low volume kickboxing fight, like power punchers going at it, and Prado is a beast. This number is, I think you have to play it.
Yeah, I do give Zellhuber edges in cardio and volume, though. I feel like Prado is probably a little bit more front loaded here. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, maybe. But if Prado hits him, he may just straight up kill him.
Could. Do you think it's possible that Zellhuber's getting better and that Ogden performance was a fluke? I'm not saying it is. I'm just asking.
Yeah, for sure he's getting better, I guess. But I don't think it's going to be anything crazy either. You know, I think the first real grappler he faces is going to wash him.
I mean, didn't Giagos almost have a moment there?
Yeah, he had him basically out on the feet.
Yeah.
That's Giagos. He gasses or he fucks up.
Yeah.
I think Prado is the better prospect, honestly.
Yeah, because Prado is pretty young too. Prado is only 21.
He's a fucking kid. I don't know what he's eating because he's like a pit bull. He's built like a pit bull, bro.
He fought the GOAT, Jamie Malarkey, so there's no shame in that.
And then he killed one of these fake Moroccans.
Yeah.
That was an easy money.
Remember when people thought Zaitar was good?
I mean, only dumb people ever thought that. They thought both were good, and then Marc-Andre Barreal like mopped the floor with his brother. Like literally mopped the floor with him.
Yeah, I remember that. Like it was yesterday. That was a fade I would never miss. Both those guys, I was all over it. Co-main event time, 5-round co-main event. Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. I'm picking Brian Ortega here. The last time they fought, I had nothing on it, but I kind of felt like the line was right. Ortega was like minus 160, minus 170. Over 5 rounds. Ortega's historically been very durable. He has all the grappling upside. I mean, let's look at how the line has changed from last time to this time. Ortega, like I said, he's minus 150, minus 160, minus 170. You could convince me, okay, injury layoff, take a couple points away. Yair activity, take a couple points away. It still doesn't get you anywhere near this price. Like Ortega's gonna keep coming forward and he's gonna keep trying to grapple. I know Yair is probably the better striker, but Ortega has had good moments on the feet as well, even though he's not great technically. He just kind of keeps coming forward, keeps coming at you. I suspect he has better cardio than Rodriguez as well. And I know it's been a little while, but if you take a look at their common opponents, like look at both their fights with Frankie Edgar, look at both their fights with Korean Zombie. I mean, I'm not like calling Yair a fraud or anything, but if you look at his like UFC resume over the last 5 years, we have time, so let's do it. 2018, he fought Korean Zombie. He was seconds away from losing.
Biggest fluke in UFC history.
Miracle knockout. Jeremy Stevens, 15-second eye poke. Jeremy Stevens again. He was gonna lose that fight from
a miracle run, literally a miracle run. This guy fucking sucks. Then he kicks Emmett in the liver and gets a fake belt. This is crazy. This should be illegal.
His best win is the Emmett fight for sure. Like Ortega fight was injury. Volk kicked his ass. Holloway kicked his ass. Frankie Edgar kicked his ass. Miracle against Korean Zombie. Like I don't think that. I mean, if this fight goes past round 2 or round 3, do you really want to be holding Yair minus money ticket?
No, I mean, Ortega got him down and then dislocated a shoulder, and people were like, "Oh, is this Jair Gracie? Like, what are we doing here?" I don't know how you get to this price. Ortega massive grappling edge and extended the scramble, maybe the fight with time on the clock. Like Ortega is a legit grappler. People may have forgot because he fights like a mongoloid, but he's one of the most legit submission grapplers in the UFC. Jair is not a good grappler. He takes some positions on the ground that you can do that against Holloway, not against Ortega.
He threatens off of his back, which you can't really do against Ortega.
He's going to get passed like butter, mounted, back taken, whatever he wants. I mean, Jair is a fraud. He is. His run is a miracle. He's a flashy striker, and that's about it. Yeah, he's a good kicker. When people tell me, Jair Rodriguez, what do you think about him? Good kicker.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much more. His guns are not even that good. His chin is up in the air. He's also training at this Mexican training center in Elevation, which is obviously a doping center. I don't know who's financing that. I have some suspicions, but some fighters are training there. It's like at Mount Kilimanjaro height. There's only like 3 people there, him and the Badulaque owner from The Simpsons. It's like higher than Mexico City, quite higher, I think. Yeah, it's blatantly a doping center. So yeah, I mean, could Ortega die? Yeah, but unless his durability is completely gone, the guy is historically retard durable. He's going to work forward. Already proved he can take him down and win the clinch and win the body lock positions. If he gets him down, he may only need one. And even if he doesn't only need one, he can probably repeatedly take him down or catch a kick or whatever, because Jair is fucking stupid. He falls by himself. So yeah, I think you take Ortega by submission here. And it's in God's hands now.
Yeah.
I know the UFC wants to make the winner versus Topuria in Spain. They are talking bulk rematch and all that, and people are going crazy because he called out Canelo and Conor McGregor. It's not going to happen. He's going to fight the winner of this fight in Spain in the fall. Imagine if it is Jair and I get to like to see his ass beaten in front of me at home. Topuria can tap this guy 5 times per round, and I'm serious when I say this.
No, I know. Main event, Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royval. I think Moreno's going to win. Not really just playing -300.
This man.
Better minute winner, probably can top time him. Yeah. I mean, Royval's always live to land something crazy. I just don't think he could win minutes here.
Royval is going to force a brawl.
What happens when he gets taken down again?
I mean, I took Royval against Pantoja, one of my favorite fighters. People may hate him. He has obvious holes, but Royval is elite. Like that combination of finishing ability, pace, and durability, he has is elite. And Moreno is always regarded as this cardio machine that pushes late. When has that fucking happened? Like, tell me one. That is not Davidson Figueredo, the king of casting. He didn't push against Pantoja.
He pace over 5 rounds for sure.
Figueredo won a decision of him. Figueredo over 5 rounds won a pretty clear, in my opinion, decision over him. Pantoja was dogging him late. Royval may die, but yeah. The guy cannot be controlled unless you put a very good body triangle in. I think he's going to have his chances here, force a crazy pace. He's going to get hit for sure, but yeah, that's raw dog. This is going to be a Royval classic, I feel.
Fair enough. Okay, that's the whole card. If anyone's got any questions, fire away in the chat. What was your experience at the fights like?
Yeah, the fights were great. My favorite part of the whole trip. California is better than advertised. Little bit gay, but nice place.
Perfect for you. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I liked it. America's cool.
Good.
I expected to see some shootouts or something, but no. People were not carrying guns like outside of the pocket through the streets.
We're getting a million already.
I like Vegas too.
About the PFL. We're already getting a million questions about the PFL Bellator card. I'll answer for Magic. If he has any plays, he'll tweet them out.
No, I won't.
Okay, never mind. He won't.
We are not responding to those allegations. But yeah, it was fine. The fights were sick.
Good card.
It's different because a lot of rounds you cannot really tell. You know what I mean? Like I have only watched on tape the fluffy fight, like this fluffy fight.
What a fight that was!
Topuria and another one. I don't remember which one. Like I haven't watched Gary versus Neil on tape. Just live. I'm watching live. Not only me, like all the people that were with me and the people in our back row, like 10 people, we were like first row elevated, you know? Not floor elevated, first row and second row. And everybody there thought Neil won the fight watching live. Like non-biased.
I thought the only clear round I thought was Gary round 3. I thought the first 2 you could have given him to either.
I had Geoff Neal.
I had nothing on it.
And had him plus 207, so that wasn't funny. And the Costa fight same, but I expected Whittaker to get the decision, like rounds 2 and 3. But I thought it was like 19-19 and close round 3, but I think Whittaker did more watching live. I haven't watched it back. When we heard 30-27, everybody live thought Costa had won because that's fucking insane. Like,
yeah, he should have got round 1.
Bro, I have watched just that moment, and it doesn't make justice to how bad he wobbled. Like, he was like, I don't know, 20 feet from me, and he was fucking breakdancing in there.
Yeah.
He was out on his feet. When we heard that 30-27, we were like, okay, Costa won.
Yeah.
That was an insane scorecard. So Triple Gay lost to Boring Billy.
Who?
Triple Gay. He's fighting for child support now. He lost against Boring Billy.
Maybe they'll give him the loser of O'Malley versus Vera.
I hope Daniel Lacerda if he wins. The loser of O'Malley versus Vera? I don't know. Yeah, the main event was sick. Like the vibe completely changed when they were about to walk out. Like big fight aroma. Everybody was shaking. Not me, because I thought it was a foregone conclusion.
Were you screaming when Topuria won?
Nah, we celebrated, but I was super calm. Honestly, I'm
Yeah, I
more
was too.
more nervous watching. Not nervous, but more excited watching here at home. It looks
Yeah,
so easy from there. I know it may sound like arrogant after the fact, but after round one, which not a lot happened, everybody there thought Topuria won the round, and he lost it on every scorecard, which is kind
yeah, I
of
thought he
crazy.
won round one also.
But after round one, like we all looked at each other and we were like, "Yeah, he got this. Like he has it. He's making all the reads." And yeah, round two, he destroyed him. He folded him like a camping chair, like we have anticipated on the podcast.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I was kind
That
of
was a sick
shocked.
moment. That was a sick moment.
I'm not trying to hate on anyone, but I saw some like really, really, really like irresponsible takes about that fight afterwards. Like I saw a guy who has like a pretty big
Yeah,
following.
Fluke. We need to put a plus 108 again.
He was like, like he didn't say it was the way he said it was weird. He was like, Volk was looking really good. And I was like, what fight? I was like,
We
you
want
don't know what
names,
you're
Andrew. We want names.
watching. No, I mean, on a serious note though, like if I make a bet, like this has nothing to do with the fact that I bet Taporia, but he had Volk biting on every feint. He was throwing big shots that just
It
were
was
missing him.
like
He was chewing his leg up.
I
Like it was only a
expected him
matter of time.
to beat Bulk like comfortably, but not like that. That wasn't that competitive,
No,
honestly.
it wasn't.
Like
It felt like it was only a matter of time.
yeah, he watching live, it just felt like he fainted at him like 40 times, made all the reads, and then just like go, fight over. Volk could just kick. It was apparent from the beginning that he couldn't like box with him or exchange with
Yeah.
him in the pocket. He got touched a little bit in round one, and he was like, "Ooh, yeah, I think I met Barbosa now." Just moving and kicking. But yeah, that looked so easy.
This
He
should be
looked
a great
insane,
one.
honestly. I watched the tape, and on the tape, it looked even more crazy how good he is. It's crazy how much better he has become, honestly.
Yeah.
His
Can
level
you
right
imagine
now,
if the electrician finished him after that head kick? What the world would be
bro.
like?
The respect on the electrician is crazy. He's a great fighter. Jai the
And he's
electrician
big.
Herbert, and anybody can get hit. It's a fight. Much longer, got kicked in the head.
How do you watch this podcast and end up taking Volk? Why do you even tune in?
A lot of people took Volk, like people I respect. So I was
Yeah,
wrong.
no, I'm saying.
I shouldn't have respected them ever.
That's your fault, not theirs.
A lot of people were on Volk. Like Topuria close plus 150. Late money was on Volk. That's insane. I cannot believe I only bet that. I should have bet more.
Yeah, I mean, you bet a lot. It's not like you bet $100.
Yeah, but it felt like robbing.
That's how I felt
It
about
was
Fluffy.
over, and I was like, "Holy shit! I'm going to regret this for the rest of my life. I should have bet 100K."
Dude, after round one of the Fluffy fight, it's no secret. I had like one of the biggest bets I've ever made in my life on Fluffy. And after round
It
one,
was
I
plus
was serious.
130.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, the fight's over.
He won round one.
I know. And I was like, the fight's over. Like, this is it.
Watching live, it looked different. But then I watched the tape, and he was already getting on him and touching him up at the end of round one.
It was what we said to a T. Like he had 3 minutes to do it, and he didn't do it. And that's it.
Watching live, we were all on fluffy props and all that, and we were a little bit. He's getting touched a little bit and kicked to the body and all that. I was confident, like, yeah, this is what I need. 3 minutes of good Kopilov to survive until round two.
Yeah.
But then when he got like kicked hard and punched same time, and he did like this.
That's when it was over.
That moment when it was over.
Yeah, I just smiled. I wasn't even nervous. I just smiled and was like, "Oh, we're good."
Yeah, that was sick. He also he walked out to the wrong song.
Yeah, I heard that.
But that was sick. I couldn't believe he was walking out to that. I love that song. Iconic walkout.
Hear me out.
Partido.
Next up, Fluffy Hernandez
He's going to be the champion.
Nasruddin Mavov, main event, 5 rounds.
I've been telling for 2 years before it was cool. Like usual. It usually happens. Do you see it? Like I tell this guy is going to be the champion. Topuria, Saint Denis, Fluffy, and everybody. So this fucking guy from Spain is retarded. He lost his mind. And then now it's the cool thing to say now. Have you seen that in 3 months, Saint Denis has gone from a French brawler to the greatest to ever do it? Dustin Poirier is dead. Yeah, it happens every time. Who is going to beat Fluffy? It has to be a Bon Curly. He's going to rank with everyone.
There's like 3 to 5 people who I think could give him problems, and it's like Duplessis, Strickland, and that's pretty much it. Like maybe that. Yeah.
Bonical can run, but he can't hide.
Oh yeah, Bo Nickel too. Those 3.
We are coming for you, Bonical. Bonical plus 200 is going to be iconic. Fluffy plus 200 against Bonical.
That's a rough matchup for him. But like
For
Fluffy,
Fluffy, you mean for Bonical, I think.
no, I don't.
You can't even imagine what Fluffy will do to Bonical.
How?
He would go back to college and be a trainer or something.
Oh yeah, what did you think about Left Hand to God?
Oh, that was tasty. Remember I told you like the last podcast I told you that I would take him over Ian Garry any day?
Yeah.
You still think it's crazy?
I didn't think it was crazy. I still
Yeah, you
picked
think.
Garrett.
You laughed at me.
It's just the way you were talking about it was funny.
That guy knocks out Ian Garry any way he wants. Ian Garry is too wide to exchange hands with that guy. Trust me, he's too wide in his boxing.
He's too wide in his boxing.
People that watch boxing know exactly what I'm talking about. That guy owns the pocket. He's so good. I'm serious when I say this. He's
fast
so good.
hands, but
yeah, Alexandre Topuria, fine.
Dude, that was so funny. Ugave tweeting that. Like, I don't even think he was trying to be funny, but like, it's just hilarious. Like, he just knocked out. He just knocked out one of the best featherweights of all time.
Topuria just completely dominates and destroys the best featherweight of all time, arguably. I imagine him at home in Australia, like, yeah, he's fine. He's kind of a good fighter.
Yeah, it was crazy. We love him though.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite guys.
For sure.
The Goog, Australian Shrek.
Yep.
Yeah, Alvarez is fighting Rebecca. He needs to fucking fire Ali Abdelaziz, bro. Like, what does this fight do for you? If Rebecca was ranked, I get it, but
yeah,
I guess we're going to have to win money on it. Alvarez is going to win that fight.
Bold claim.
Not bold, but you'll see. It's going to be easy.
Okay.
Roosevelt Roberts almost had it. He's going to avenge me.
Yeah, that was legendary.
Did you see that Belal Leon Edwards got offered 3 fights and none of them were Belal?
Dude.
Uncle Dana is the best. I love him.
Yeah, he's the best for that. That's great.
They are going to offer Belal like two not ranked guys and Shavkat.
Yeah. They're gonna offer him Barlow, Shavkat, and someone we've never heard of.
They should just let him go and be great. I mean, who doesn't want to watch Jason, the ass-kicking machine Jackson versus Belal Muhammad in PFL?
Yeah.
Barlow beats Belal, yeah, comfortably. I mean, yeah. The guy is just that good. we are in the face of people thinking I'm crazy or trying to be funny. It has happened with all these people before. 2 fights from now, everybody's going to be, oh, wow, this is MMA's Pernell Whitaker, Danny Barlow, right hand hospital, left hand to God. He's really good. He's really, really good.
He has fast hands. He's a good one too.
He's a crazy athlete.
Yeah, explosive.
Fast, accurate, power, big for the division, cannot be grappled. Who's going to beat him?
Are you sure he can't be grappled?
Hasn't been even close to it. He's a crazy athlete. It's going to take a serious grappler to get him down. Someone like Brady. But if Brady gets just a little bit comfortable, he's going to be looking at the lights.
Yeah, he's a very functional jab.
Oh, I don't know why people think I'm trying to be funny. There are people that just have it, and he has it. He's great in the pocket, reactions and everything. Jamal Hill has it too. Jamal Hill, he's great in the pocket. You can see he threw down a lot in the hood. He has it too.
What do you think about that fight as the main event for 300?
I think it's a shit main event for 300, honestly. Duplessis versus Adesanya was a much bigger fight.
I would have liked that better too.
My favorite part is Jamal Hill acting like this was like what the UFC wanted for UFC 300. Like, yeah, I was the first option. Not Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, not Duplessis, not everybody else. Bro, you were like the 17th option. Yeah. Pereira was literally going to headline Sao Paulo. I thought that was done. Like, they told me that was done. Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill, UFC 301. Barlow beats Jack Della Maddalena like anytime any way he wants. What are we doing here? He's no losing to no white boy.
I got to tape it first, then I'll form my opinion after some tape. This is not an easy money spot like Tank Davis was.
But Haney is going to beat his ass.
We'll see.
Morales. I was thinking about. I read Michael Morales and was thinking about the Mexican. He was really good, but he had a horrible feel for the game. I liked him a lot. You know the guy with the low kick. He got knocked out by Fiallo, bro. I forgot his name.
Oh, Baeza.
Yeah, Miguel Baeza.
We lost a lot on that guy.
Barlow versus Morales would be a sick fight. I don't know who to take.
That's like the meme where they have the two red buttons.
Yeah, and me sweaty.
Yeah.
Would be a good fight. There is a chance I go, but I don't think it's going to happen.
That. I'll take care of all the arrangements. You just got to show up.
That's a bold take, because
it's true.
I have a lot of arrangements. I'm like you are hosting. You are hosting Ronaldinho. You know Ronaldinho?
Breakfast at 8, massage at 9.
Everything. Dinner with Danny Barlow to talk future fights.
He'll be your personal security guard.
I saw a lot of people from Twitter at the fights. Some people came to say hi. Well, I'm walking out of my section. You know, if you had a higher section, you cannot go to the lower ones. So I walk out, and the fucking Dardusians are waiting for me.
That's so funny.
They are the greatest.
That's awesome.
That was so funny. They are like, hey, we were waiting for you. The real Dardusians. Vinil's cousin. Everybody was there.
That's awesome.
I saw Michael Bisping really close too. Didn't book him. I behaved.
Yeah.
I saw Giga. He's fucking tiny as fuck. Giga Chikadze.
Good thing
Bro, he's so tiny. You wouldn't believe it. Like he's a featherweight. Yeah.
Yeah.
But his neck is tiny. He looks weak.
He's like you didn't get too close to him, or you would have out-grappled him right on the spot.
He's like wide, but he looks literally so tiny. Like you can see his clavicles and everything. That man is in pain. He needs to move up. I saw Emmett too, bro. You could see Emmett from like 100 feet away. He looks like an orc, literally. And yeah, it was a great experience. I don't think I can top it. Like, which event is going to be better than that for me? I don't think I can ever top it. I may have to call it quits.
It had everyone. It had all your guys. It had Danny Barlow. It had Topuria. It had Fluffy.
Yeah. Only missing Amirkani, maybe Alex the Great.
BSD.
Is Alex the Great fighting in the same card as Joel Alvarez in Vegas?
Let me look.
Yeah, you have to go to Marcel's Twitter fast, to his pin tweet. He has all the fights. Shout out Marcel, he's the best. People are asking me on Twitter.
Damon Jackson now. It's not the same card.
People are asking me on Twitter this too, on the DMs. Like, do you think Topuria can fight Makhachev? Like, have a competitive fight with Makhachev? I think he'll beat him. Like, didn't you all see Volkanovski basically win a decision over him? Like, it was a 50-50 decision. If Topuria hits Makhachev, like, in the face, he's going to be in a tough situation, Islam Makhachev. I think it's a good fight.
Until it happens.
That fight is going to happen. I don't know.
I'll give you mine real quick. I think this question is directed for me. First off, main event, Topuria versus Yair for sure. Co-main event, Magic versus Rose Namajunas. Then we're getting Danny Barlow versus Bilal. Then we're getting Joel Alvarez versus Patty Pimblett. I need one more for a main card. Let me think. Then we're getting Chris Barnett versus John Vellante rematch.
Danny Barrett title fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure when the Amirkani Octagon fight is.
I don't know either.
It's probably going to be depressing. It's at lightweight. But I'm going to bet him at any price. It doesn't matter. It's an honor bet. He looks jacked on Instagram.
He's probably on all the goods now.
Yeah, they arrested my boy, Cedric SD Dumas.
Free
Didn't
him.
you see he got arrested for allegedly assaulting someone? I don't believe it. He's a nice guy.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. They don't know how to stop the title run.
Yep. That's their only shot. I think my favorite moment in 2023 UFC was when Dumas was
When he looked at the corner in the
he looked up at his
he
corner
was like, now what? I'm on top.
Yeah.
Now what?
It looked like he genuinely had never been in that position before in his life.
He was like, I didn't expect to get this far. Now what?
Oh my god.
You know what the issue was? He was so much longer than Bundrage that he didn't know how to put the hooks in. You know what I mean? And he was just like riding him and didn't know how to do, like what to do. He was looking at his corner like, now what? Favorite non-UFC part of your trip? Probably the people. I was with some nice people. I don't know. Vegas is not all that if you are not going to like get trashed, you know what I mean? And I barely drank or played anything. I just bet. I won a lot like, during those 10 days. Like that was insane.
That's sick.
Didn't go to Circa. I should have gone. We had a couch there, but one of my guys was playing Baccarat like a degenerate, so we missed it. We just watched that at our casino. Also met some people that I cannot mention here. I don't know. I watch a lot of NFL players. I was telling Andrew, Jason Kelsey is fucking tiny. I mean, he's not tiny. He's a much bigger human being than me, but he's tiny for a center. So watch my Ninja Cape on Thibodeau. Bro, he's fucking gigantic. Like I was watching him like walk down the hall, and I didn't know it was him. You know what I mean? But I was thinking that's 100% an athlete. Gigantic, fucking scary human being. I also bumped into Saquon Barkley. Probably told you to. I crashed with him. Didn't move him an inch. He was like his face was like this close to mine. He didn't say anything or I didn't say sorry or anything too. I stood my ground.
What's he gonna say?
What you gonna do? Lawsuit.
I ran into him once a few years ago when he was in college. When we were both in college.
His legs are like this, bro. His legs are like tree trunks.
Yep.
It's insane. And he was walking with like 5 or 6 guys that all look like Mike Tyson friends. You know what I mean? Wearing a hoodie. Like nobody knew it was him. I just recognized him because our faces ended up like this. He's not that tall. He's slightly taller than me.
Yeah.
But he's probably what? I don't know, 250? He's a beast.
Yeah.
Probably not 250, but 240 at least.
Yeah.
Absolute beast. And
all right. I'm exhausted. It is good to be back.
Yeah, you are such a pussy. I'm exhausted. It's 10 p.m. here in Florida. I'm so fucking exhausted from walking my dogs.
Been a long day. Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
You sound really sick.
What'd you say?
You sound really sick.
My allergies are kicking my ass.
Are you going to make it to the fights?
That's the plan. If I
die before Saturday, eventually.
If I die before Poirier does, that'll be terrible. I'll be so upset.
I really would like to watch that fight live.
I would like you to be there. You know I'm one phone call away.
A lot of people have invited me.
Yeah, but this is different. You know this is a little different than that.
But then I invite you and you never want to come here. You are never coming to Spain. I know you.
I've already been to Spain.
You say, yeah, maybe if this happens, maybe if you. I know Andrew is lying to me. He's a good friend. Tries to hide it, but he's lying. He's never coming here.
I've been there already.
I've been to Barcelona or whatever.
I was.
But you have not been with me. Like the magic is.
Yeah, but that's the most important city in the country.
You will go back to drinking for a week, just a week. If UFC Spain happens, you have to come.
I just can't do the flight. Like I'm just a homebody.
Bro, it's 8 hours from Miami.
It's a long time.
straight to Madrid. 8 hours. That's nothing.
You know how many bets I could make in 8 hours?
Yeah, how much CLV you can get in 8 hours?
Exactly. This
You
would be
can buy Wi-Fi in the plane. You are a rich
I
guy.
know. I've been on planes before.
Really?
Yeah. All right.
Big businessman, Andrew Gombas.
Good night. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next Friday for the worst part ever.
Only for Nickelback shows.
Only for Nickelback shows. All right. Peace, guys.